Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So this is about to get, oh, my body feels good already. This is about to get deeper than rap, okay? And I love me some music, whether it be rap or anything else. A good beat and a good rhythm, I get it every time, okay? My body just works off of that. And I already feel good, so I already know this is about to be good, all right? So this is going to take a little bit of learning. And if you're not there for it, or you're not trying to, be here in life, this ain't for you. So click out, okay? I'm gonna just warn you right now, because y'all gonna want to go look up some stuff after I'm done with you. This is about, when I'm saying somebody tried to sacrifice me, somebody tried to murder me, and I keep saying this is a real thing, and people are wondering how I know. And right now I have the best security in America, like in the world, literally. Stuff is going down in the spiritual realm. That veil has been lifted. There's some stuff that is now being brought to the forefront. And I'm going to say it at the beginning so that way y'all know. God, I trust you. Please give me the right words to say during this video, because you know where it's about to go. It's about to get heavenly around here. I come in peace, okay? So now let's get down to the get down. So first and foremost, we're going to talk about the fact that I'm a spiritual person, not a religious person. I am a seeker of knowledge. I am a seeker of truth. I am a seeker of understanding. Okay? I need to understand stuff. I need it to make sense. I like to look up stuff. And I like to grow. I like to learn. Evolution and growth is a thing in my life, okay? So this is, I'm gonna just give you the general, because I'm gonna need you to go look some stuff up. I'm gonna give you several different terms, and then you're gonna have to figure it out for yourself, okay? If you wanna talk about it, put it in the comments, I'll discuss it. So here it says, the spirituality of DNA activation. Our physical DNA creates the blueprint for our physical characteristics and the way we function in our human life, while the spiritual DNA within us largely sits dormant. Yet, as we know, a human being is actually a spiritual being having a human experience, a soul with a body. Now, what if we cleared the energetic blocks and heaviness we commonly experience and begin to access the potential that lies within our spiritual DNA? What if we choose to honor our spiritual inheritance and embrace our ancestral lineage given to us from birth? What if we choose to truly live from the inside out? From the inside, our heart, our body, our inside spirit, and out, okay? You can go look that up. It also says DNA activation turns on all the lights in our becoming. So, on New Year's, there was an ascension that took place with me. So you can go look up what that means. I'm not going to give you the definition for everything. Some things we got to go look for ourselves. This is the reason why people are asleep, and this is the reason why it's not making sense to people that only want to do one thing. This is the reason why I'm saying I'm not a religious person, because I seek, I think outside the box. There's stuff that's happening in our physical world that people are not, they're just not paying attention to. So sacred geometry, because all these things are going to tie together. So you'll see why it is that I'm using some of these terms. Okay, so sacred geometry, again, something that you're going to go need to look up yourself, but it is the belief that a God created the universe according to a geometric pattern, okay? You should go look it up. It's very important. But it also talks about like frequencies, music, just the way our universe was created as a whole. You should want to know that. It's important. We're going to talk about covenants. Okay, a covenant is an agreement. So, oh, I can also give you this. It's an agreement by lease, deed, or other legal contract, okay? That's what a covenant is. So, the reason why I'm using the word covenant is because before I was born, before my mother was born, before her mother was born, we have an ancestral lineage. Our ancestral lineage goes back to whoever the first two people that started this family bond. And that means I have an ancestral lineage on my father's side. That means I also have an ancestral lineage on my mother's side. Throughout history and throughout time, these people have created covenants. Covenants, whether or not it be witchcraft, paganism,
The occult.
not believing in God version of people, because I have them too, and the Masons, okay? Don't none of y'all come for me. Just explaining myself, okay? Let's watch our mouths, because I'm going to watch mine, hopefully. So there was covenants that were made throughout history, throughout my ancestral lineage on both sides, okay? Some good, some bad. All right? So now we're going to go into the Akashic Records. So again, terms that y'all probably are going to need to look up, because if you just not here, you're just not going to know. So there's people that are talking, saying stuff, and they believe stuff, and what they believe is right for the level that they're on. Okay, so I'm going to just say that. But you're talking without asking God for knowledge or wisdom. I'm talking and I'm asking God for knowledge and wisdom. So I'm being led to find certain things. And I don't have the key to everything, but I do have some of these keys, okay? So, ancestral lineage on both sides, covenants on both sides. Covenants to the occult, covenants to God, covenants to just all types of stuff, okay? Both sides. One is not better than the other. Everything's tied together. Let's just go with that. So the Akashic Records is a complement. Go look it up yourself, but it is a grouping of all universal events, thoughts, words, emotions, intentions that have occurred, past, present, and future. It's like pictures, but certain people can access the Akashic Records, okay? From what I gather and from what I understand and from when I was there, only certain people can go in front of, because it's hard to explain, but I did it without a guide. Like, there was a guide, but not a physical person guide. So I did it a different way. And when I got there, your ancestors are there. This is giving my body that thing. Oh my God. The first door that I went through, my ancestors were there. And oh my God. God. So I went through the door and they were all clapping for me. They were proud of me because God. I stepped up to the plate and I decided to want to break generational curses. I didn't just bow down to what my parents, and when I'm saying parents, this is the thing. They're going to get offended because they are thinking that I'm talking about them, but I'm only talking about you guys in a physical sense, that you were the two that produced me, and that's how I got here. So we're talking about beyond you. This is past you. It's above you, okay? So I decided to break generational curses. They were proud. So when I went through the first door, they clapped. I told this story already, so I want y'all to go back and look. But for some reason, instinctively, I knew to bow to them. Because these are these are high level. These are higher level beings and people that are in this room. And they are clapping for little old me. It gave me the best feeling. But anyway, so I explained that story. Y'all go look it up. So in the process of, and my body is still doing that thing, so this is light, everything about it. So there is past events transpiring right now into the present. And when I was a kid, I've always been different. I've been different based off of, like, I'm a writer. Like, I would write down my stuff. I didn't mind being by myself. I have been a caregiver for the majority of my life, from what I just know and from all the things that I've done. I am just so many different things, but I just come to realize how much more I actually am. And so there's people in this world that will actually seek out certain beings, certain people that have a divine blessing upon their life. And if you don't know what a divine blessing is, you need to go look it up. They will target your children. And this is the reason why you got to be careful about who you leave with your kids, okay? There are ancient beings in this world. And this is all stuff y'all can go look up. If you believe in the Bible, you should already know. I don't even have to tell you. And it's just not the Bible, because if we go through different religions, because this is what I do, if you go through different religions, these stories are not custom to the Bible. Some of these stories that are even in the Bible are older than the Bible. They come from Indian culture, Hindi, like, it's, just go look them up. Like, every story that you can find in the Bible, another culture has it. Just different name, just different, but same, okay? So that's why I'm telling you everything in my world, from what I gather. And somebody may want to correct me if they think not, but I'm going to believe what I want to believe until I go look it up. And I need to dig, because there's records that we don't even have access to, because there's certain religious groups that seem to think that they're allowed to hoard God and that it belongs to them. It don't belong to you. God is everybody. God belongs to everybody. You're accountable for that. I'm just telling you. So there's people who will, and these are not people, these are reincarnated beings that, or just some devils and demons that are just on the earth. And so somebody's going to try to challenge me. My body's doing that thing, so God is giving me right now. If you believe in that Bible, you believe in that word, where did the fallen angels go? The ones that he trapped here on earth, where are they at? Cain slayed Abel. Where's Cain at? Cain was said that he has to walk this earth until God comes, until Judgment Day, right? So however the story goes, because I wasn't even going there, but this is what God gave me, because he wanted to, confirm that there are certain beings that have been tied to this earth, that they're not allowed to go anywhere until God comes back, until Judgment Day. They have to stay here. Where are they at? Some of these demons have been locked away, but then there's little people who think that they're able to, they're bigger than God, and so they want to access stuff that they should not have access to. Some people have access to some stuff that is free roaming around. One day, and this is a true story, and the person that I was previously married to, I'm still married to the person, I'm assuming, I'm trying to figure out, but we actually were outside in the garage, and we hear this horn go off. At the end of times in Revelation, there's horns that are to be sounded. I kid you not, I heard one. He heard it. We both, and the sky just looked different. And like I said, he's a different type too. Like, I know people are wondering why I'm saying there's a devil in there. He knows there's a devil in there. He's been holding that devil. That devil's been in that vessel for forever, up until somebody decided that they wanted to play around with magic. And hey, let's untie the devil to the person that was protecting you guys. And that's why I said, y'all gonna have to put that back. Because God told me stay over here and mind my business. I got something else to do. So he's sending me an angel. I don't have to no longer deal with that because of the fact that my contract is over and done with. And that belongs to y'all. And now my relationship will be designed from heaven. Okay? So I'm minding my business. Y'all were not minding y'all business. And in the previous video and every video going forward, I'm always telling y'all to mind your business. Mind your business is protection for you. Mind your business is protection so you can hear God. But y'all don't want to mind y'all business, so obviously y'all don't want God. I want God, so I mind my business. So there was a turn of events that happened because apparently I was targeted by one of these old demons, okay? So that's how I ended up being tethered to the devil that I was married to. But this happened apparently at childhood, okay? Somebody that I was left with, and it had to, see what I'm saying? Somebody that I was left with as a child that was a babysitter, that is a old, and I'm gonna use the term witch, but I don't want to give the negative. This person is a negative, but what the term deemed witch is not what it is. So this is another evil, but it doesn't come off as that. It comes off as family. It comes off as friend. It comes off as you can trust her with your children. She was untrustworthy, okay? I'm gonna just tell you right now. Because, oh God. Tapping into destiny. Y'all don't realize, and my body is just acting up right now. In order for these ancient beings to live on Earth, they have to jump. They have to have vessels. You can't just be here because that's not how it works. You have to be able to maneuver through life and through time, okay? And in order for you to maneuver through life and through time, you gotta have a body. You gotta be able to, I did this thing and it's giving me this song again. Let me show you how to move in a room full of vultures. You gotta be inconspicuous. You gotta look harmless. You gotta be able to put on a good face, all the while controlling the masses, all right? This is how this devil works. A she-devil, all right? A demon. So this particular spirit, there's a thing called the Jersey Devil, okay? Y'all can go look that up too. And I know this is probably going to be crazy to y'all because I'm giving y'all a bunch of stuff all at one time, but I have to give y'all all these things in order to explain to y'all how I got here. The Great Awakening. You're going to need to look that up too because, again, we got to proceed with the story and I can't give y'all a history lesson in the middle of all these things. The 144,000. Go look that up. There is the she-devil disguised as a family member, disguised as a babysitter, disguised as I can trust you, disguised as I see you, okay? I see you. That somehow somebody thought that they wanted to be initiated into this group because this person is a lover of money. This person has a very unhealthy relationship with money. This devil wants to live for forever. This devil wants to, or wanted to, because you're not going to live for forever this time, buddy. If you believe in past lives, I believe in past lives. I've had past lives with this person. I've also had past lives with this she-devil. And this is why I'm learning that my ancestors clap for me. But I will slay you in every lifetime. And the funny part about it is it's a battle between one side of my family and the other side. And they're the same on the same side. That's the thing. They're on the same side. I see you. And you don't get another life, honey. This is it. I'm breaking the curse. That's why you're mad. And that's why you're nothing that you are working. You have been manipulating the whole entire showdown. I see you. Okay? But at the end of the day, the problem was the devil thought he was better than God because the devil's very arrogant and disgusting. And they just thought that they, hey, let me sacrifice the weak one, the quiet one, the one that is standing in my way, the one that is, you really wanted to be a bad bitch, didn't you? You really wanted to be a bad bitch because what you thought was you sacrifice me, you now become my angel. Don't want that. So that's the other thing. I was destined to be elsewhere. You was never supposed to be in my life anyway. You showed up because of that disgusting ancient old demon that thinks they're smarter than God too. And again, like I said, if anybody does not believe in this, just click out, because this is not for you. There's some earthly things that are going on, but behind the veil, this is what happened. This is some old ancestral lineage, family coven crap that is going down. Okay? I see y'all. I see y'all very clearly. He saw y'all too. God sits high and he looks low. So, excuse me. I have very religious people in my family. And I love God. I believe in Jesus. I don't believe in religion. And part of the reason why I don't is because y'all hide stuff. Y'all hide stuff. Y'all are the what I just said in a previous video. Y'all will throw rocks and hide your hands, because y'all are also the people, like I said, that are attacking right now the spiritual community. Y'all are doing stuff and acting like it's not y'all. Y'all are the hoarders of everything. The money, the real story. Y'all are not good people. And God sees you. Y'all are actually responsible, because at the end of the day, you still got to get to those gates. And you can be as thinking you're as upright and as righteous as you want to be here, but when you get up there, the judgment is where the judgment is. The message is the message. And you can fake here, but you can't fake up there. It's just it's just a fact. You just can't. So, earthly riches, earthly power, it means something while you right here right now, but it really means nothing, because you still got to go here, and when you get there, that's where it matters. Okay? So my information got leaked, and I kept trying to figure out how my information was being leaked, because they were talking about my birthmarks, they were talking about my tattoos, they were talking about just weird stuff that I don't understand how the information was getting out. It had to have come from the person that I was connected to, because these are like private things that nobody knows where my birthmarks are. Nobody knows that I have birthmarks that are just, y'all already know anyway, so I'm gonna just tell y'all now. But there's I have particular birthmarks that are designed like sacred geometry, that are on my body that I was born with. Because, and then this is the thing, God was protecting me the whole entire time. Because what I'm gathering is, because there were covenants already made, like, and like I said, I'm gonna say witches, I'm gonna say pagans, I'm gonna say there was the occult. Like, for some reason, I've known how to do everything, everything. And I don't practice magic. Like, I have not done, because I'm hearing that a particular person thinks I'm doing magic on them right now, and I haven't done magic on anybody. I'm not calling anybody, I'm not doing anything. I have not done anything. And over, I want to say, a year and something, the last time I done anything was with my ex, and we were doing some other stuff, because for some reason he would ask me, he would just come up with something, and then I would just instinctively know how to do it. The stuff that I do just comes out of my body. Like I said, even on New Year's I did something. It wasn't a spell or anything, but I started displaying some Jewish qualities or something, because like I said, when I looked it up, that's what it was. It was Jewish. And the stuff just comes out of my body. So it's almost as if, like, oh God, my DNA says, remember who you are, remember what you are. And it's just doing its own thing. And then it just comes out. So some of these covenants that were made, I don't want to follow them. They were part of my ancestral lineage. They're part of my heritage. They were part of what was given to me. Some of them are not good, and I just don't want to be involved. I just want to cut that cord. I want to break that curse. I want to move on. But people in my family think that I'm supposed to just believe in religion. That's done. That I'm not doing that. I believe in Jesus, but I'm not doing the whole religion in a box thing. I'm not doing that. I'm doing the God is encompassed in everything. Jesus, yes. But I don't believe in people who are trying to tell me that I gotta, because why do y'all think y'all are better than everybody else? And I can see it, because even on my channel, when people are just, y'all will come over here and God don't this, that, don't tell me what God do, because at the end of the day, mind your business. Mind your business. Worry about yourself. Because I can guarantee you, I bet you I'll get into heaven before you do. Why? Because you're not minding your business. And I'm talking to him every day. Like, so much that I'm probably like, or maybe on his nerves, but he don't say that. But literally, I talk to him a lot, because without him, I wouldn't have made it. I would have already been dead, because y'all people wanted me dead. So and this is just some stuff that I had written down earlier, because I have like different notes for everything, and I just want to make sure that I got my key points in. So my brakes were cut. That was the first thing that I noticed. Somebody cut my brake line on my truck. Why would y'all do that? That was weird. Well, that wasn't the first thing. The first thing was I blacked out at my dad's party. Like, I normally don't drink, and I already told this story, so I want y'all to go back and, follow the story up to now. But I blacked out at my dad's party, drinking with my ex, and normally I cut out drinking a long time ago, because it was, so when I would drink with him sometimes, because again, I'm not a prude. I want to have fun with my person. I don't want to be like, but in his case, I didn't know that I couldn't trust him. I didn't know that there was a plot to, take me out, because they wanted something, and something about some insurance money, because there's a person that has been contacting me about some insurance, but I don't know what happened with that, because I never responded to the person. I just now responded to the person. But even when me and him were together, I kept telling him, like, we was in Florida one time, and there was a person that was taking pictures, like a private investigator or a cop or something. And I'm telling him that person is taking pictures of us. Like he took pictures of me because I had got out of the truck to go and throw some stuff in the trash. And then he's taking pictures of when I'm pulling out, and then he's following us. And I'm telling him, I said, something's not right about that because this person is following us. And I saw this person have a camera. Now, how many people you know have a camera taking pictures of people? And we're in Florida. And the only way that a person could follow us to Florida, I don't live in Florida, I live in Georgia, is if they are investigating something. And I told him this. He thought, I don't know what he thought. So fast forward to when I drank with him at my dad's party, but something was off about it because like from that point I couldn't remember stuff. And I'm asking him, I'm like, what happened? I remember getting into the hotel and that was the last thing I remember. And he said, you took your clothes off and you laid down. I said, well, did we have sex or anything? He said, yes, but I don't recall any of that. I can't remember. I literally could not remember. Like the next thing I remember, I woke up that morning, got dressed, we ended up leaving and going to my dad's house. Then we got in the truck. But for some reason, from that point on, I was fuzzy. Like stuff just was off. And then the next thing you know, like we're that's when I told you guys in the story that I'm having conversations with him and he's telling me that everybody that loves him the most lives in a place where I don't live and just going crazy. And I'm like, okay, well, guess what? We need to get you to where, the people that love you the most are, because I don't live there. I live here, and apparently I'm not the one that loves you the most, so let's take you where you need to be at. But like I said, stuff was weird. Anyway, I dropped him off, and even that almost seemed like a setup because he was supposed to be getting his stuff out of my vehicle. He asked me could he spend the night with me the 2 nights that I was going to be there, and I said I didn't care. But the next day, the following day, when he was taking his stuff to go wherever it was, he waited all day as if he thought I was supposed to just wait for him. And I wasn't just gonna wait for nobody. Like, that's not what I'm doing. I'm not here for that. So I got my son to take his stuff, drop it off to my daughter's house, and I left. But when I text him, like, your stuff is here, he acted like he was surprised as if, I don't know, it was weird. Shortly behind that, he called me. The next day he called me, and then he called me because on that Monday I turned the phone off because at this point I'm done, relationship over, because like I explained to him, when I put you here, when I drop you off, and this is all stuff I had said to him, when I drop you off, I'm not talking to you no more, because I have had so many cycles with this person that it was 3, because in this book is when I wrote I'm 42 years old and I was saying I was breaking the cycle. I'm done. So I had already told this person, once I drop you off, you and me are done. We don't need to talk no more. I don't need to be friends with you. He's telling me that I'm selfish for not wanting to be friends with him. Why do I need to be friends with you? Because for one, you have been the thing that has been destroying all my other relationships, because nobody likes their woman to be friends with no dude. Like, come on now, let's not do that. So I had already explained to this person, when I drop you off, I'm done. There is no relationship with us after that. We are over. So I didn't lie or anything like that. Like I said, people will do what they want to do, and then when I do what I want to do, then I'm wrong and I'm just whatever. I don't know what's happening. I don't even care what's happening. That's why I said, because I had already prepared mentally that was over. But apparently I threw off what was supposed to be happening, because I could hear him in the back when I was on my way taking him, when we were on our way up there, telling somebody that he was coming in, and just weird shit is what I'm hearing from him. And I just paid no mind to the whole entire thing, because God is saying, when you drop him off, you don't look back. That's one of the things, like even in the Bible, you look back, you perish. You're going to turn to ash. I don't want to turn to ash. I got a bright future in front of me. So I'm looking over here, and that's exactly why I'm saying that whatever transpired or whatever was going on was not my business. I don't care. I don't care. I was mentally prepared already. God already told me what I was going to do, and God said, keep your face over here. But again, something was off, because like I said, I was fuzzy from that point on, like the drinking part. And then I went to go and eat with my son 3 times. 3 times I went to go eat with him. And only one time was I ever really not paying attention because he was making me a sauce or something. So I don't know if, like I said, that even ended up weird because that's my child. Like, how are y'all gonna use my child? I just don't understand how my child would not realize that anything that I have in life or anything that I obtain in life was gonna be theirs anyway. So how do you now allow for people to talk you into whatever it was that they, like, I still don't even know. But all I know is this. I can give you facts of what I know. I don't know what happened with the attorney. I got the email and I had posted it online one time. So I don't know what happened with that, but for some reason that seems to be like it's relevant. And I don't know why. I haven't figured it out yet. So while I was up there, like I said, before my son went rogue on me, he fixed my brake line. While I was up there, my truck for some reason wasn't, like, the inside, the heat felt like it was just weird. Like somebody had actually took and opened my radiator a little bit. The side, like there's 2 ports on my radiator, the top one and the side one. The side one was twisted open a little bit to where like it wouldn't hold heat inside of and I ended up finding this out later because what happened was somebody doing spell work, him basically, because of the fact that trying to get me to come back to a location. And I know that this person does spell work. So why, you know, if anybody says, oh, no, I know for a fact because they've done it with me. I got videos of it. Mm-hmm.
Man, all of that and keep on making them okay. Don't fuck it up.
Probably one of them's on my page. I have to actually get rid of my bed right now because of the fact that there was some stuff that was done. I was right there with them. So I know that it happens, okay? Nobody has to say, oh, no, it's a fact. This person likes sigils and sacred geometry. Anyway. So then God kept telling me to wash my truck, and I'm, you know, in the middle of trying to work and stopping. If you know anything about trucking, stopping to wash your truck could be over 3 hours long because sometimes the truck wash thing is like packed and everything else. But anyway, this one particular day I just stopped. Okay, I'm gonna be obedient. I'm gonna just go ahead and wash my truck because it's already been a week since he's been telling me that, and I'm trying to figure out, like, you know. So I go to wash my truck. So as these people are washing my truck, when they get done, the guy's like, something's on the side of your truck. Like he said, we tried to get it off. We got most of it off, but it's still something on it. It's like some glue or something. So in the process, this is what I'm saying, a confirmation. God tells me to wash my truck. Then I am paying attention to something, follow the signs. And they say that that's part of a spell. In order to keep you stuck, they're trying to keep your money, your finances, these types of things stuck. This is what was done. Okay, so then that happened. In the process, after New Year's, these are the things that I noticed. And these are real things. Because like I said, my security team right now is off the charts. I don't know who is paying for this, but they must have major dough. Because when I come out of my house and I'm getting ready to go get in my truck, mind you, God was telling me at the time, like, you know, I need you to stay put. But I'm saying, God, like, I got to take care of my stuff, like, right now. So I negotiated. Like, I can negotiate with God. That's what we do. But when he tells me something specifically, like I say, and it's an emergency, I listen. But at this point, it wasn't giving me, like, it was more of a stay put because these people are trying to harm you. And I need to kind of keep you in a contained spot. And I'm saying, God, I understand that, but I will stay confined to my truck. I won't go, you know, I won't venture off, and I just need to go and do these things. So he said, I'll protect you. Okay, you make sure you only do this and don't talk to nobody. Okay, so, and I need you to kind of cover up a little bit. So that's what I did. that's when I started wearing my mask and I started wearing my glasses all the time, because now I don't know what's happening, because I got people looking at me like they know me and I don't know y'all. I got people trying to target me for stuff and I don't know y'all. So, but now I get in my truck, because I have a rental car because something happened to my car, which come to find out everybody was, in the community was talking about, they put a spell. Your car now has recording devices in it, which I don't know because I barely drove my truck anyway. It got hit, excuse me, at one of the truck stops, which was apparently a spell because somebody wanted me to get in a car accident and die. Didn't work, okay? It got in a car accident, but I was not even in it. I was in my other truck, in my big truck. And so, and anybody that knows me knows, in my car, like I go fast. And I love music. Like, so the best times that I love is like hanging out with your man, music pumping, like nice, like the night air just feeling good. And which is funny because my first page of my Akashic Records, that's what it was. It was funny. But anyway, I wasn't even in the car, but the car got wrecked. And I still don't have it back yet. I'm supposed to get it back in a couple days, but now I don't even know if I want it because of the fact that my stuff keeps getting leaked. I keep saying that. My phone seems to be hacked, and I showed you guys that the other day. But still, everything that I say for some reason goes to the internet, even when it's just so weird. Okay, so I'm leaving out of here, out of my neighborhood, and I get out to get ready to go left, and then all of a sudden there's an unmarked car, like a Tahoe, Yukon, something, I don't know, but either way they have a camera mounted. Like I can see that because it's all blacked out, but I can see the camera in the dash coming towards me. So saw that. Then I'm noticing that I have, like I said, cars that are, you could tell they're police cars or security or something, but they're not, nobody's interacting with me at all, period, but I can just tell that they're there. God is showing me, pay attention to these things. So, and this is the first day I leave out. So I leave, I go to the place where I parked my truck at, which again, something weird is happening because now there's a little guy that's there. He seems like he's a little I don't want to say anything wrong, but he wasn't like, he was very what's the word, not intimidating. So whatever the word is, I can't think of it right now, but he was very white, well, older white guy, but kind of, he was very nice. But anyway, to kind of like disarm me, I guess, I spoke to him, talked to him, but I just noticed that something was a little off. Again, now God is now making note to me, don't let anybody get that close to you, because this person is coming off like they're very and I want to use a word, but that's not the word, and I don't want to sound inappropriate, but he's coming off as harmless. That's the word. He's coming off as harmless, but you don't trust this, because then I'm getting messages from, my community saying there's a car that is tagged as a, like, on the side of the road, but it's only you being used to put into the system, because this person is gonna, kind of make you think they're okay, but this person wants to kidnap you.
And at this time where I was parked at, there was actually a car just like that with a sticker on it parked right behind my truck.
Mind you, this is something that God has already told me. God is telling me, stay away from, don't let anybody get that close to you. I'm not going to let anybody get that close to you, and I will make sure that you're fine, but you got to make sure that you're fine too. I need you to do what you got to do too. So don't let nobody get that close to you. So that was one thing. So then the next thing is, I leave out of that place, and so what the police and the security have been doing is, for some reason, they I guess it's like a handoff method or something. So I go wherever and if I happen to make note of them, then it switches to somebody else because of the fact that I'm always making note. God makes me pay attention, so you pay attention. But what happened this day, and this is how I know, because it's not like I'm thinking it. I can tell you that it's happening. So this particular day, I guess they must have thought I was going to go west. I wasn't going west. I was going east. So what happens is, and this could be a thing too, because they just do that sometimes anyway. You can see police, they set up on the off ramp. But what was funny about this one is, if you were monitoring traffic from one side, you would be on like a particular side of the highway, but they were monitoring which way I was going. But I didn't go that way. I came up and turned around, and the cop was sitting right there, and he waved to me. I waved back. Because again, like I said, these people just seem like they're observing, and I'm taking it that's still what's happening, because apparently somebody wants to make sure I'm so I turn around and go, you know, the way that I'm going. Then what happens is, as I'm out, stuff just got super duper weird. And I mean weird, to where I have all different cars, because now we have the incident that happened in Texas. So I'm seeing Texas cars. I'm seeing a truck, like I said, with a Mason thing run up on me. I'm seeing it's cars just running up on me. Like, I'm driving, but you could just tell it was just, and I'm like, God, what is happening right now? So again, I go to where I know my information is coming from. So let me go see what's happening. So I get on there, I'm seeing what's happening, and lo and behold, okay, there was a flag on the play, flag on the play, flag on the play. You got exposed. This person did not realize that when they exposed you to this group, here it goes again. For personal, selfish, monetary gain, they exposed you and your information to these people. And then they figured out that that wasn't it. That now these other people are saying they want you. God, what is happening? What is happening? And God is saying, focus. Because it's happening. You just focus. And in the process of this, I'm having a activation that is causing, and I'm having also a withdrawal from whatever it was that was given to me that is happening. So now my body is going ballistic, because it's two things happening. There's an upgrade happening, but there's also a whatever, because God is saying detox. I need you to make sure that don't do anything. Don't do anything. You drink water, like for, I'm telling you, almost, I want to say almost over, it was over a week, I know. Over a week, I didn't eat anything. I literally was so thirsty, like I just kept drinking water by like my system had to have flushed. Like I was just thirsty. And God is saying, don't do anything. Don't touch anything. Don't eat anything. Don't, just drink water. Just flush whatever it is that's going on out of your system, because something's not right. And he's telling me, I didn't even want to eat. That was the other thing. So just flushing my system. So I don't know what it was that was given, because like I said, this person would always like, oh, well, I need to give you this vitamin because for this, and you know, just a bunch of crap. And literally, just so y'all know, I haven't taken a vitamin. I haven't had COVID because I've been minding my business. None of that. All the stuff that's going on in the world, I have not been touched by. I have not been affected. My system has been perfect. How was that? But yet a person that was with me was saying I got to take vitamins, I got to do this, I did none of that. Have not had COVID. And I've been seeing y'all have COVID. That's also another thing. God was telling me, this is how you're going to know, because even in that community, there something was off. Like, it just, the narrative kept changing, and some of them are demonic. All of a sudden, like I said, stuff got weird, so I needed to make sure that I was seeing what I was seeing. That's why I'm telling y'all, like, oh, y'all thought y'all had done something, but I'm a fact checker. I screenshot on y'all real quick because I needed to make sure that that was real. I have a phone full of screenshots. So God is saying, you know, I go there, and oh, as far as y'all, that throat thing, I can tell when y'all are not right, because that's, y'all think that's somebody saying your throat chakra. No, it's because I'm watching you, and God, that's the signal. Don't trust them. They lying. So I laugh every time I see it, because there's a lot of times, like, I won't even use that phone. I'll go through on this phone, because that phone right there has been tampered with. So I go through on my other phone, and I just watch. It's like surveillance to me. And then I can tell who's saying what and what's happening, and then whatever he's already said to me gets confirmed. So, but I'm noticing the cars. I'm also noticing who's there for me. And I told y'all, go back to another story, there was people who God was just, they were showing up, and they were for me, to make sure I was okay, because sometimes I still got to go in a store. Sometimes I still got to, you know, make sure I get fuel. And then there's people like, it was weird. Okay, so I also told y'all in videos, there was like, it was designated, excuse me, my time was designated. So God would wake me up at a specific time and say, I need you to get here. Like, I need you to, because there was stuff going on up from where I'm from, and then, you know, those states, because these people are being super duper weird and stupid, and thinking they can cast, you know, spells and whatnot, and they're using people who they think are good practitioners. You're not a good practitioner. And for you to, if you thought you were a good practitioner, you would have checked to make sure that I was even available to even be touched. That's how I know you're not a good practitioner, because you brought everything, all of this stuff you brought on yourself. You're just weird. And I keep trying to tell y'all not allowed to do that anyway. There's laws, there's rules, and y'all people just don't know how to follow the laws or the rules. Somebody was destined to die anyway, because of the fact that y'all just be touching the wrong people. Y'all mouths are just off the charts, and I don't know why. Again, y'all don't know how to mind your business. So I got to deliver my load, and I told God, like, you know, because I just needed that amount of money. So going and coming, I make a pretty good living just, you know, doing that. So going and coming, I didn't even have to work for the rest of the week. Just went and came right back. So both loads, made sure I had enough money throughout that week. And I told God I would go in the house, because again, I saw that the weird stuff was happening, but I also saw that I had pretty good security. So again, them angels got activated, and apparently, like I said, somebody has very good surveillance on me. So I don't know if it was something that I said that they wanted to know about, or what was happening anyway, but God was just going to make sure I was going to be awakened, because in a previous lifetime, what happened was this person killed me. They just did. So they thought they were going to do the same thing in this lifetime, but this time they tried to manipulate and cast spells over top of me to kind of like make me docile, because the thing is, they know I'm not really a docile being. They knew that if I was clear and awake, I could accidentally burn their whole entire everything down. So, and again, like I said, this may sound weird to people, but this is a real thing. Like, my spirit animals now, apparently. One in particular that I had since I was a child was a dragon. That's one thing that I always known of. And as stuff started happening, they just all started to appear. Like, different ones would appear at different times. This is recently. But my dragon was the key one. That was the one that's my plaything. That's the one that you get me mad when I was younger, and I would feel fire and then about to go down. So that was the one. So this person knew that, and so they were trying to make sure that this time I wouldn't accidentally remember, is what they were trying to do. The other day, when I almost got spiritually raped, because what happened was I fell asleep on my couch, and then all of a sudden I have a weird sexual encounter, but I jumped up because I realized that person was trying to give me that thought. No, sir, you were not even gonna get that. No, you're done. And the crazy part even about this now is I haven't had one dream, so something's still going on, and I'm taking it that that's God's way of actually cutting me off. So y'all, another reason why y'all are not getting through is because it's not there. Y'all have been officially shut down. God did that, and I know he did it, because that was one of the ways that they were saying y'all were trying to, get involved in what is it, astral project. You're gonna astral project your ass right into hell. That's where you're gonna astral project you. That's where you're gonna go. So not working. None of it was working. Like the one person, I can smell them. Like, and it was weird because initially I kept smelling cigarettes, and I don't know nobody that smokes cigarettes. And the one smell, I know that it's from that person. And then the other thing I did, and then I found out where that came from, I ended up buying 2 cigars one day. Never smoked them, I just bought them. But then I realized where some of this stuff was coming from. It was something else happening. And this is another thing. I am so, like, I don't focus on stuff that don't pertain to me. And I guess that's one of the things that, because everybody's saying, oh, you got to pay attention, you got to focus, y'all don't realize that me not paying attention is what saved me. Because if I had been in everybody else's business, I would have went down that rabbit hole and I probably would have died. So the fact that God has preserved my innocence, and, other than the fact that my guardian that was with me was not trustworthy, that's where the problem came in at. God made sure that I was going to be okay and covered, because at one point in time, matter of fact, I don't know if they were ever a good guardian, because from what I'm gathering, they just never should have been around me anyway. But that was manipulation from you, witch. And there's so many of y'all. That's the other thing. So many of y'all, so many hands in the pot, so much just weirdness that it's disgusting that people can even be that. Okay, so finishing up this story, because this video is like long. The person, the Gemini, has a Scorpio, is what I think, if I can remember right, Scorpio friend. The Scorpio friend has family here. So that's how that transpired, to where I'm assuming that the call got put in for this person to now take care of me, or I don't know if they sent a person, but I'm thinking that the person was here because that was too many people that was at that gun range. So it had to be, and then, like I said, it has to be the communication with my phone or with inside my house, because how would they know that I'm going to the gun range? And it was fast. Like, they were there before I got there. Some of them were coming in the door as I was there, and like I said, these people are looking at me like they know me. Why are y'all looking at me like they know me? But then that's not even great, because y'all don't realize my security team is off the charts right now. I keep trying to tell y'all. So that was about to be weird. But anyway, because even in the process that day, the attendants ended up coming in there, but it was just still too much stuff all over the place. Like, I just didn't like it, which later on I found out what that was called. Again, because God keeps revealing. But so that's the connection. That's how it got from here to there. But then from what else I understood was that there was a conversation that, and this is all y'all confirmation, so, and somebody I think is already, like, I don't know if they locked up already or if they're just, I don't know, because something about somebody in jail. So I don't know if it's going to jail or already in jail, because y'all are stupid. And so thinking that they would get, because apparently somebody is saying I was a whore, which, you know, we know who said it, because, you know, she's a whore. She's out doing it stupid. I have not even been around nobody to be like, I've been sitting here with me and God, because he already told me not to trust y'all. Like, y'all are disgusting, and y'all was trying to do something to me anyway. So my walk was my walk, and I was going to do what I needed to do. I don't need anybody attached to me and everything else, like, because it's disgusting. Just the thoughts of it. Like, if y'all knew the stuff that I'm hearing and seeing, and apparently I was supposed to be just ill. So calling me a whore and saying that I was sleeping with people and some other stuff, and didn't happen, and you're stupid. Talking bad about me when I just didn't understand just all the chatter that was going on. Being messy. I don't know, just a bunch of crap that I just didn't need to, like, ill. So apparently sending somebody to me, they were going to send somebody to me because cutting my brakes, trying to cut my brakes didn't work. The trying to whatever they did, roofie me at the party, didn't work. So now trying to stick me with something because they was going to make it look like I OD, because apparently they were saying that I was on drugs. Was never on drugs, never touched the drug, period. And like, if you go back to the other video, you'll see all this. So then, because that none of these worked, because I kept talking, and that was now causing another issue, because I was supposed to be the sacrifice for them to gain whatever it was, their material wealth or whatever it was. Now the witch was upset and saying that there was more, like I said, the payment was a death, so it needed to be another death in order to create the payment. But apparently now, since whoever tried to make me go crazy and, you know, trigger my brain, didn't work, turned me into a but anyway, that person now is mentally, because they told me 10 times, like, so if that person, somebody, y'all know them, is not making any sense, that's the reason why. Because y'all messy. So then what they were going to do was try to make it seem like I died of natural causes, because this person is saying, and it's on this one girl's page, that apparently I'm anemic and I have a heart issue, and like, y'all are being exposed in so many different ways, excuse me, because God is telling me, and then it gets confirmed. How is this information being given? It's weird. It's freaking weird. And again, like I said, I screenshot. So, and I know the actual pages, because like I said, the one girl, which is so obsessed, I don't know what is up with this girl. And so I don't know if she's trying to help, or for one, I don't know who this girl's attached to, but she tells stories, like I said, and she seems so sad. So whichever one of y'all gave her the D, this girl is baddie. Like, she's telling on you. Meanwhile, so I don't know if she's helping or hindering, but I swear this girl is obsessed, because you just want to be me so bad. You might as well just go ahead and tell me. I mean, I'm never going to be friends with you because I don't trust you, but it's weird. The whole thing is weird. I don't really want to say this, but I'm just going to say it because they're telling me anyway, that a Ring doorbell, it's not working, because apparently somebody's manipulating behind the scenes, and the girl is still messing with people. So like I said, I don't want to say that, but that's just what I'm gathering. I got my son a car and asked my kid's father to bring it. Like, I thought me and him had a good relationship, so, you know, we communicated, but apparently he was leaking some of my information too. They're saying that the girl is doing candle magic, or doing some type of, and then from what I understand, she's doing stuff to your food too, so you should stop eating behind her. Just weird stuff. But apparently that mouth of hers triggered something else because she said something. And I keep trying to tell you, the power of life and death is in the tongue. So whatever she said triggered something because she kind of spoke death over me. He ain't like that. And it created, because all of a sudden now he disappeared because he's supposed to be bringing my son a car that I already paid for from my other son, which, I mean, you didn't spend any money on it. Like, literally, it shouldn't have taken much for it, but apparently his girl was upset. So, and this is what I'm saying, it's the people who are attached to the people that are now doing stuff and creating havoc for no reason. And like I told y'all in a previous video, people are just going to continue on. Stuff is going to keep happening to them because of the fact that one person, all of y'all are accountable now. Because it turned into a huge old ball, a snowstorm, and now everybody's accountable. And so just like the little dirty cousin that text, and like so many people involved, and then y'all, like I said, throwing rocks and then hiding your hand because y'all thought I was going to react a certain type of way, or you wanted to get a reaction. I got no reaction for y'all. The judgment was going to be whatever it was that he gave you. As long as y'all stayed out of my face, because like I explained to him, nobody better not come nowhere in the vicinity of, because I'm going to try to, give you the conversation, but once you violate my space, it's a wrap. And that's just on God. Literally. He already said, I told y'all he let me off the chain a long time ago. He already said I could go on y'all. I chose not to, because for what? Y'all are getting what's being given anyway. So to continue on with this story, because these are just, like I said, side notes in the product, because I already gave the mom and the dad, scenario already. Y'all gotta go look at the other videos. So recently what happened was I went to go load and I was up north again. And this time I'm coming out and now I have helicopters hovering over top of where I am. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what's happening. I don't know who is paying for this, because this has to be a lot of money. But I'm literally seeing these things, like hovering over where I am. And it stayed there the whole time. And when I said something out loud, okay, now there's helicopters, then all of a sudden they moved to where I, out of my vision. But I don't know what's happening. Literally last night I came and I did a video and I told y'all that I was about to go out because I had to finish the load. So I go to where my truck is. I started up and I'm sitting there, and because it was late, I had fell asleep, so I was stayed up real late. And so when I go to move the rental car now around to the other area, when I get around there, there's two cops parked to where they can directly see my truck. My security is off the charts right now. So literally, and I mean literally, y'all are not making sense. Y'all people are doing stuff and it's then got somebody's attention. So at this point in time, these are all things that I'm seeing. Like, I'm not making this up. I'm not just being, crazy, or I'm literally seeing these things. I actually was on my phone with my son before I found out he was even, being weird. And I'm like, I could video and I'm showing him. I'm like, Zamir, look, this is a cop right here. Like, they're, like I said, and I think they're there to protect me. If you go back to other videos, the previous couple ones that I just did, I was telling y'all some other stories about how things are just transpiring and happening, and I don't know who's doing what. But what I do know is, whatever it was that was going down, whatever it was that y'all tried to do, whatever it was that all of y'all people have y'all hands in the pot for, somebody is going to be in trouble. Because all I've been doing is minding my business. I don't want any problems. I keep trying to tell people I come in peace. Like, I just want to do what God is telling me to do. I only used my voice. I haven't used anything else. My voice, that's it. And my voice seems to be disturbing y'all, and I don't know why. And also, the other thing is, I said it. I have only told stories about me. I have not come out of my face to say anything pertaining to anybody else. The stories that y'all only come into it because this is stuff that y'all are doing. Y'all have the freedom to stop at any point in time. Minding your business is free. God is free. Y'all can go to him too. But at some point in time, y'all have to realize that what y'all are doing is not going to work. So, and I hope that I got this whole entire thing out. So, like I said, covenants, witchcraft, voodoo, hoodoo, covenants that were made during the ancestral lineage that have nothing to do with me. If I don't want to accept it and choose it, I'm not doing it. So there is no forcing me to be anything other than what I want to do. I don't know if I said something to y'all about divine protection. It's a thing that I have. That's the reason why I'm assuming that all the angels got activated to, you know, make sure that I'm okay. I'm wondering if that's why whoever, because like I said, I don't know who's doing what. All I know is that my security is off the charts right now. And I ain't gonna lie, I like it. Because they've been moving shit out the way for you, girl. I like it. But y'all really gonna stop playing in my face. Because literally, even when I posted pictures today, because I haven't been on Facebook in forever and a day, I logged into Facebook today. And everybody is just there, just so happy-go-lucky, just showing me love. But meanwhile, y'all really don't have no good intentions for me. And I don't know what that is. Like, I can't deal with that because it's like, if I don't like you, I'm not gonna deal with you. So, but I see y'all. I literally see those mouths, the things that y'all be doing, because he see it. And he telling me not to trust y'all. I trust him, but I can't trust y'all because y'all is acting up. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Y'all may have been able to form the weapon, but it never went anywhere. I'm still here. Y'all didn't silence me at all, period. I'm still talking. That car accident did nothing. Prayerfully, God dropped that brand new white cocaine Range Rover on me. And I want it with no payment. So whoever's making the moves for me, can I get that? Can I get that with the title to it? That would be great. Because I'm, you know, so since blessings are falling out the sky for me, I'm claiming, you know, my rightful position to be the chain breaker, the curse breaker, the generational curse breaker. I'm claiming it. Please stop using your mouth to, like I said, the power of life and death is in the tongue. If you really care for me, like you claiming, like you faking on the sidelines, speak life. Speak, I want her to do great things. Speak that I'm thankful and I'm proud that, you know, she is accepting the responsibility and the position in order to change whatever the lineage was. Because again, I'm just trying to figure it out. On my mom's side, I honestly, like, they're almost like invisible. Which is now, I understand where I get that from too, because I cloak it real quick and I gets invisible. Cause I don't need to be seen by y'all. Like, I don't need to be seen just as, it's just weird. So y'all don't realize that's not a weakness. I don't mind being by myself because I'm never really by myself. I have company. I have divine guidance. I have everything that I need. He never fails me. And just so y'all know, like, this is just part of the testimony. So even everything that I have been through, everything that has been going on is nothing but a testimony. So yeah, I don't have all the answers. I'm asking for my soul tribe. I'm asking for, some answers from, because y'all know what y'all did. I forgive y'all. I ask God for me to have a forgiving heart. I still love all of y'all, but I just know I can't trust you. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's okay. Y'all just stay on y'all side of the fence. I stay on my side of the fence. I'm okay with that. Um, yeah, I'm okay. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm not upset. My heart is healing perfectly fine. Um, I'm loving everything about life right now. Because I told God I'm okay with flying solo. It's okay. It feels good outside. Like, you know what I mean? I keep trying to tell y'all, I live in heaven. It's peaceful over here. So I don't mind flying solo. I'm good. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful to anybody. I'm not trying to slander anybody. But I just need for everybody to stop trying to, take my life, spiritual life, physical life. Y'all, it's not gonna work. Y'all gonna get caught every time. So some of these things are confirmation for people as to, so I need y'all to stop. And the little messy child down the street, girl, I forgot all about you. Like, listen, this is the whole other plot twist that has something to do with her, because see, I literally did forget her whole section. Texting me talking about something. First of all, she asked me what my husband Dick do, which again came down here. She went, okay. Listen, my phone is about to hang up, so I need to hurry up and get this out. So she called wanting to drink, which I didn't mind drinking with her. That's what we used to do sometimes. But come to find out, this was a whole plot because of the fact that she was talking about how she wanted to eat my pussy, and God, I'm sorry, but I can't say it no other way. She wanted to sex me up and this, then a third, and she's telling him that. And apparently, so this was a whole, but no, ma'am, not my type. Just, it's too much going on. And no. So that was another connection, trying to make sure, to be in my business where I'm at. But God had already told me, and then they sent it, fake friend, and they used her name, literally used her name. And watch out for her, because she's telling your business. She's telling, him, doing whatever it was, because I wasn't responding. I wasn't answering the phone for anybody. And then I get a confirmation that they're saying that somebody was in the woods because they sent a person to target me. And but I never heard any of it, because God told me, like I said, make everything dark. In another video, make everything dark, create the noise. So I shut down everything in the house, and I matter of fact, I ain't gonna tell you that. But anyway, shut down everything in the house, made it dark, and then you create the noise, because they're going to try to do scare tactics on you. So these are the scare tactics they're going to use, and so we're going to use it for your power, because now I'm going to allow you to see, because you can see in the dark. You'll see them before they see you. The noise is going to now, because they would use the noise to distract you, so now we're going to create the noise. So I turned on my scripture, my Bible scripture, and I turned it all the way up, and then I went to sleep. Like, I heard nothing. I was peaceful. The next day I leave because I'm going to go to work, and then I get a text message from her talking about did you hear all the helicopters and all the commotion? I heard nothing. I was asleep. I was peaceful, because God had already told me what to do. He had already gave me the warning that whatever was going to transpire was going to transpire at this time. As soon as it gets dark.
And then you have tonight. Okay, so something is happening tonight after you watch this reading, or as you watch the reading. All right, but night is falling right now, depending on where you are.
That's when all the mess is going to happen. So they're going to try to create fear in you by shutting off your power, because what you're going to do now, you're going to try to figure out how to, what happened with the power and this, that, and the third, and that's going to create a fear in you. So no, when it gets dark, I need you to shut it down. And this is how I'm going to teach you how to maneuver, because God, I love you. Y'all create no fear. Everything y'all do, he now adjusts. You fail to plan, you plan to fail. he didn't ever plan to fail at all, period. All he needed me to do was make sure that I can hear, and guess what? I could hear perfectly fine. Because I'm listening, and because I distanced myself from y'all people, and it wasn't too many people around anyway, so it was easy to pinpoint who was saying what. Oh, that's just like, see what I'm saying? Another one, my uncle. Then I thought this was the person I could actually really go to. So, and again, the one thing is, information was getting leaked even when I was just by myself and just talking out loud. So it could have been that, but I literally only told this person that I was fasting, him, and then all of a sudden it was on the internet. So I don't know what was happening, because the previous person asked me if I wanted to play chess. Why would you ask me that? So if that was what the game was, you wanted, let's play chess because I'm going to try to take your life. Checkmate, bitch. You lost. Literally, you lost. Then the other girl asking me about something, do I want to do housewives, something like, you know, first of all, who wants to even see anything pertaining to you? You dirty. So, I mean, anybody can see that. God forgive me, I don't mean it, but you see her, you know it. You're a curse. Your whole everything is a curse. So I feel sorry for your husband. And that's just a fact. That's not a, but either way, y'all have judgment. Y'all have judgment based off the fact that y'all get ready to get judged because y'all try to play me. Y'all try to play, like, you know, y'all try to play me too close. And I don't like it, and neither did he. So I think that's it. This video is long as crap. But if I think of anything else, there'll be another video. But that's just the majority of what was happening right now. So I wanted to get that out. Wanted to give y'all some information. And misdeception and lies, always a thing right now. Stop gossiping. Stop listening to the nonsense that these people are talking about, because they talking reckless, and stop. Just stop. So thanks for coming to my channel. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll be back with another video.